Here.
Alderman Maloney.
Here.
Alderman Rousey. Here. We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. The next item, the only item we have here is Bill number 7864. Is there a motion?
Mayor,
Alderman Rousey,
I move that we put bill number 764 on its first reading.
7864.
7.
Thank you, sir. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
I second.
Thank you.
Bill 7864, an ordinance calling for the question regarding the length of term of office for the mayor and board of aldermen of the city of Grandview be placed on the November 4th, 2025 ballot, and upon approval of the voters, increasing the term from 2 to 4 years.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Maloney.
I won't bore everybody with the same speech as last time. I did have a couple new questions here. So have we determined how much this election is going to cost?
I do not believe we have an exact number. Everybody has until 5 o'clock next Tuesday to file to put anything on the election or on the ballot. So we don't have the final numbers. Last time I heard there was going to be an issue from the county, so we would not be footing the bill of this on our own. It would be split at least with them. Whether other items get put on, I just don't know yet.
You're a ballpark or like worst case scenario?
Regularly, we spend between $15,000 to $28,000. That's a pretty good ballpark.
Okay. And I'm assuming we incur the cost at the election time, so it's going to come out of the next budget cycle?
Yes, we actually pay in advance, and they sometimes we get a refund if we overpay, but yes, it'll come out after
Okay.
fiscal year starts.
And then when I was reading the ordinance, I didn't realize it was going to be two separate questions. So I guess one of the benefits that we were kind of told is that this would be a cost-saving measure. But if, correct me if I'm wrong, if, say, the mayor gets elected to 4-year terms, but they don't agree for the aldermen to get to elected, we would still have elections every 2 years. So it wouldn't actually be a cost savings. Is that correct?
If that occurred.
Yes, I mean, we would have to have the election as many times as we would need to for, if the aldermen were not approved for the 4-year term, then yes, we would have to hold an election every year still, if they were still 2-year terms. And the reason there are two separate questions is state law handles them separately, so we have to have two separate questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Further discussion?
And then my question, and I know you touched on this last time, but the municipal judge is a separate process. Could you just remind us what that process is?
So the state law basically mandates that if you have a municipal court, you have a municipal judge. The only parameters are that the judge be qualified, and by that I mean be a member of the state bar in good standing, and that you have a term that is no less than 2 years. Other than that, it is up to each city to determine their qualifications, if they want to have an appointed judge or an elected judge, or how long the term, or any of that. It's completely separate from the mayor and board of aldermen laws.
So depending on what happens here, if we, let's just say the voters decide to make our terms 4 years, then as a board, we would just do an ordinance to make the elected judge 4 years?
If you wanted to, yes. It does not need to go to the voters to change the terms for the judges.
Okay.
The length of term for the
Well, we can make that elected, but couldn't that, we can decide if it's appointed?
Yes.
So we, as the board, decide about the judge. It's not something that goes to the voters. That's something that we are responsible for. Okay.
It does go to the voters.
Well,
to
I mean,
clarify-
once they run, but as far as what we determine to do as far as the terms, that's something that the board
Right, that's
decides.
what I was
Yeah.
asking for clarity on.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
so that's the clarity. It was the
Exactly.
term for me,
Right.
because,
The board's options, if you wanted to make it appointed and not make
Right.
it elected, you could do that. If you
Yes.
wanted to change the terms of an elected judge, you could do that. None of that would need to go to the voters.
okay,
Yeah, so that's completely.
yeah.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Rousey.
Aye.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Nay.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbaugh.
No.
Motion for second reading.
Mayor,
Alderwoman Jones.
I move that Bill 7864 be placed on its second reading.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Bill 7864, an ordinance calling for the question regarding the length of term of office for the mayor and board of aldermen of the city of Grandview be placed on the November 4th, 2025 ballot, and upon approval of the voters, increasing the term from 2 to 4 years.
Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
Jamal, can you explain to us what your plan is for educating the public about the upcoming election?
Well, like we normally do, we put out fact sheets. Fact sheets also determine and defines what the question is, what is not. And more than likely, what we're going to talk about what it currently is, and once there is a yes, what it is going to be. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward one. I need to talk to, if it's approved, I need to chat with the communication team to see how we can clearly explain this without putting any emphasis on which direction people need to vote, which we normally do.
Gotcha. And this will involve a website or included in our mailers, or?
It could be both.
Yeah.
It could be one, or whatever the desire of the group is. Look, you know, we do a Q&A. When you think about bond elections, there's a lot going on in there. There are 10 to 20 questions that we answer. But in this case, it's pretty straightforward. From 2 to 4, and who it applies to, I think I'm talking about maybe 5 questions.
Sure. My only point is we have a certain amount of municipal active voters who only vote in the spring, so they're not used to seeing this in the fall. So I want to make sure that they don't think, oh, this spring they're thinking about this. It would go into effect in the spring if it passes, but to know that there's a municipal question happening in fall. So now if they don't vote, that's their thing, but they just have to be notified about it.
Yeah, I got you. And that's a good point.
Mhm.
Look, the reality of it is that from staff's perspective, it's no difference for us, 2 or 4. But at the end of the day, we want to give them the factual information with the history so that they are equipped to make a good decision for themselves. So we'll see for those proper questions. And look, this is not the first time it's happening. We'll reach out to our friends in other cities and see what they use and what they do.
And they also should be receiving something from the county in the mail saying that, this is where you go and vote at such and such a time. So that should be just a normal process. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Nay.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderman Rousey.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbull.
No.
Motion for a final passage.
Mayor,
Alderman Randolph.
move that bill number 7864 be placed on final passage and said bill be enacted.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor,
Alderman Rousey.
second.
Thank you.
Alderman Randolph.
Aye.
Alderman Rousey.
Aye.
Alderman Maloney.
Nay.
Alderwoman Kendrick.
Aye.
Alderwoman Turnbull.
No.
Alderwoman Jones.
Aye.
Ordinance number 7601.
So bill number 7864 has passed. Is now ordinance 7601. Is there a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Mayor.
Alderman Maloney.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Mayor.
Alderman Rousey.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? We officially adjourned. Can you turn your mics off?